to science in context here. Okay, a camel drinks a large amount of water at a time. एक साथ बहुत सारा पानी पी सकता है camel. Therefore, it is able to stay without water for long periods of time. बहुत सारा पानी एक साथ पी के what it does is it stores the water in his there is a particular specific organ for it, bag-like organ. In that it stores the excess water. The hump of the camel contains a large amount of stored fat. Hump means जो when you see a camel, camel के पीठ के ऊपर एक extra what you can say ऐसा structure होगा, isn't it? On the camel's back there is a structure like this. This is called as hump. In this hump, camel is storing excess fat. Fat यानी खाना. Okay. So this hump is used for storing fat. As you know कि animals like camel are vegetarian. पर desert में तो vegetation होता ही नहीं है. Plants are very less. Cactus होता है जिसके कांटे होते हैं. So the animal cannot eat them, isn't it? So for this the camel eats lot of food when given and stores it in the form of fat in its hump. Okay, जो पीठ पे होता है. So this fat is stored. Water also I told you they can store it in a bag-like structure. So इस तरह से desert में camel बहुत दिनों तक रह सकता है without food and water. उसको अगर खाना पीना नहीं भी मिले तो भी वो अच्छे से रह सकता है. Okay? Then this is used when there is a scarcity of food. जब खाना नहीं हो तो ये fat what is stored is used up by the body. It has long legs and flat hooves which help it to walk easily on the loose desert sand without the feet sinking in. If you have walked in sand, beach pe when we go, what happens when we are walking? Our foot goes inside that sand, isn't it? So now this camel, he is living in the desert which is full of sand. So what happens is this camel has flat hooves. उसके hooves यानी पैरों के नीचे का जो part है ना, that is very flat. So उससे क्या होता है और legs भी बहुत long है तो इनके feet अंदर नहीं जाते हैं sand में. Okay, they can easily walk on the sand. उनके पैर अंदर धंस नहीं जाते हैं. They don't go inside. Okay, they can easily walk on the sand as well. Then camel has double eyelids which prevent the sand from entering its eyes. उसके पास eyelid is the cover on the eyes. Okay, so they have two eyelids. Why? Because when the sand is blowing, है ना, थोड़ी सी हवा से भी sand is very light, तो वो उड़ने लग जाती है sand और sand storms भी आते हैं in desert regions. So what happens? वो धूल अगर आँखों में चली जाएगी तो camel will be having trouble, isn't it? And that is why to save the eyes from the sand, they are having two eyelids. दो covering होते हैं eyes पर. Okay, a camel is also known as the ship of the desert. Why is it called ship of the desert? Ship is used for transportation, isn't it? हम पानी में अगर जाना चाहें तो we can go in the ship for long distances. We cannot swim all the way through, isn't it? तो बहुत दूर जाना है तो what we use is ship, isn't it, on water? So if you want to go in the desert, what will you use? Yes, you will use the camel. Okay, when you want to go in the desert and walk a long distance or go to a long distance, you use the camel because it is very well adapted, very well used to walking on the desert, remaining in the desert, isn't it? So that is why it is called ship of the desert. Okay beta, so camel is called the ship of the desert because it is very good in going through the desert without many troubles. It can survive easily in the desert. Okay, so this is what we saw about the terrestrial animals. This is what about the terrestrial animals. Okay, Next is aquatic animals. Aquatic animals are the animals living in the water, isn't it? Aquatic plants, वैसे ही aquatic animals. Aqua means water, so water animals, water plants, isn't it? So aquatic animals now, वो कैसे अलग होते हैं? What they have done to remain nicely in the water? Let's see. Animals that live in water are called aquatic animals. Aquatic animals, animals living in water. Fish, whale, turtle and octopus are a few examples of the aquatic animals, isn't it? Fish have fins. Fish के पास क्या होता है? Fins, okay? पंख जैसे होते हैं, which is very useful in swimming. Okay, so the fish have fins and whales and turtles have paddle-like flippers that help them in swimming. तो penguin है, then turtles, whales, these are having paddle-like structures. Okay, when we go boating में we use those flippers, those paddles. Okay, so these paddles are the same as the flippers of this or paddles of these animals, जिससे वो पानी को पीछे ढकेलते हैं और आगे तैरते हैं. ओके, सो द फिश हैव फिन्स. उनके बहुत ही पंख जैसे छोटे छोटे ऑर्गन्स है, बिकॉज द फिश इज स्मॉल, है ना. अगर फिश बड़ी है तो उसके फिन्स भी वुड बी बिगर. सो विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस फिन्स दे कैन स्विम इजीली इन द वाटर. Whale is a very big fish, isn't it? So it has paddles. Okay, paddle जैसे होते हैं उनके flippers, which are used for swimming. Okay, most aquatic animals respire through gills. Now for respiration. Okay, respiration is taking in oxygen, giving out carbon dioxide for animals. So what does that happen? How does that happen for water animals? For water animals, what happens is they take the oxygen from the water itself. Directly water में से oxygen ले लेते हैं. And for this they have an organ called gills. Okay, यहाँ पे ऐसे if you see the fish, there will be 2-3 cuts here. Okay, that is their gills part, from which they take in the oxygen from the water itself. पानी में से ही oxygen ले लेते हैं. Okay, so in this way aquatic animals are the animals living in water and they are very well adapted for it because of the fins or the paddles like flippers and because of the gills. Okay, gills for respiration, taking in oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide, and fins are for swimming. Okay beta, so that's it for today. Just read the chapter till here. Okay, tomorrow we will continue with the rest. Okay beta.